Okay. Do seamless donations have other?
What?
Hey, Lisa. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. We'll see. I've had people for the last 3 weeks, but we'll see if anybody shows up today. Why I have you here? Two things. The first thing is I need help auditing all the places where we might need to change the logo.
Okay.
So if you can be creative and think of places where we might have it, and check and see if the updates I've made have affected them or not. Yeah, let me pull the screen back. Let me actually look at you. That's the first thing. And then the second thing is we're trying to do something new with the comparison table, and it might require some research. So let me share my screen with you and you'll see what I've been working on. Let's see, let's share screen 2. And get rid of that. Okay, so can you read that or is it too small? Here. Okay. You did this once before, but I'm asking for something different, and I won't give you the complete go ahead until I can talk it through with Tim, because Tim might not. This is like something creative I'm trying to do, and I want him to have a say in it. I've simplified it. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 services that I'm comparing us against. And I've simplified the things that we're comparing, and most of them are things that other people won't have. Although they all have a cost, I guess. So with the cost, I'm comparing first year cost and annual cost after that. So first year cost includes any startup fees. So I basically just turn those 2 columns into one, and then annual cost after that is whatever the annual cost is. And then next is a quick start system. I doubt any of our competitors has it, but we'd want to do due diligence to see if anybody else has something like Launchpad. I don't think they do.
I just missed a bit of what you said because my connection disappeared. So could you repeat that?
Okay. Oh, and Jenny Riley just came on, so we might actually have to not do actually do some teaching.
Okay, sounds good.
And help and support. But anyway, I'll just finish the statement. So see if anybody else has a system like Launchpad. That's what this one is.
Okay.
And then I can go through the rest of these, although I have descriptions for them, so it might be easier for you to figure it out. Hey Jenny, did you want us to pull you into the Hangout? And while I'm waiting for her to answer, I will give you a copy of. Actually, no, I'll take the time to put that in Google Docs. Okay.
Cool. Thanks.
Pull Jenny into the Hangout. Oh, no yawning. I don't remember which site is Jenny's site. She'll have to tell us. What do you think of the new logo, Lisa?
I like it. I think it looks cool.
Yeah. Can you see the three
You got a
crosses
lot
in
of
it?
positive. What?
Oh, I was just gonna say, can you see the three crosses hidden in it?
Now I have to look at it again.
It also has like a mouse pointer and a heart and some other things in it. Hey, there you are. Jenny, can you remind me of your site?
Salem UMC, maybe Aboundant.Salem, or I don't know,
Yeah, salemumc.aboundant.com.
or something like that. Let me see. I'm on a different computer so that I could actually talk to you this time. So now I'm trying to work from two different ones. Let's see. salemumc.aboundant. Yes.
Okay, I got it up on the screen. Can you see it?
As soon as it quits doing all these different things, there we go. Yay!
Excellent.
And
okay.
I did play with the blog, and I played with getting the newsletters, a few of the newsletters on, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah.
So it's pretty good. So,
I think I'm afraid that it's getting too crowded on that front page, so I may want to move that to a separate page.
I think it's okay. So now more people access your site using a mobile device than they do a computer.
Okay.
And when you're on a mobile device, they can just thumb down through things. That's why sites have become really long, because nobody really worries about the site being too long anymore.
Okay.
Because it's so easy to thumb through them. So I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay.
That's my opinion. But yeah, I like your two headings here. I'd make them look more similar to each other if you could.
Okay.
Like use the same font and try to get the size.
Yeah, that was just me trying to get things done and up as far as just getting something on there to see.
Yeah. And you know, that's like your site already looks pretty good. So you're already in kind of the fine detail work. So I'm being picky. Like I wouldn't worry too much about it. Oh, this is interesting. I wonder what happens.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't. That's the thing I don't like is it takes it to the same homepage but a different blog.
Yeah, that's how the page. So okay, so
unless I click on sermons underneath that title, where right above the date, if I click on that sermons, it'll take me to the whole list. I think.
Yeah, here's what I would do. I would turn off pagination so that these go away.
Turn on
and turn it off. It's currently on. That's what this is.
pagination. Okay.
And then I would take your images that you've used as your headers and I would link those to your sermons page or link them to your newsletter page.
So now I'll figure that out.
Yeah. Well, I can show you.
It's a very new thing for me, so I'm learning.
I can show you how to use the visual page builder. Have you tried it out yet?
Not yet.
Okay, so up here on my screen, you'll see a link that says Enable Visual Page Builder. Do you see that?
Enable Visual.
Oh, it just says Enable Visual Builder.
Builder.
Okay.
Yeah, I see that. So that's new.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm going to click that.
I'm clicking with you. I'm on my other computer doing that. So yay, I finally got smart computers.
Well, we'll see. It might lock one of us out.
That's fine.
Okay. So now you have some extra little stuff that's happening around.
Okay.
And you can actually just click on text at this point and highlight it and edit it if you want.
Woohoo.
I know, it's kind of nice. So we go down here to this banner, that recent sermons banner that you made.
Yes.
And let me go ahead and hit the gear gets into the settings for that. And then there's an image URL, an image alternative, an image title text, and then there's a link URL.
Okay.
So the link URL is the one that we want. And I'm just going to copy. I'm using a trick here. I just right-clicked on sermons, and then I'm copying link address. And then I'm going to paste it into this link URL. This big long link, which has all your stuff in it, is what's called a, you don't need to know this, but it's what's called an absolute link.
Okay.
Because it has the full path in it. I'm going to change it into a relative link by just getting rid of the first part. And it'll still work the same, but if you ever change, once you get your domain in, your custom domain, then the link will still work. It will. WordPress is actually really smart. It'll try to change the link anyway, and 99 out of 100 times it gets it right. But I'm just an old school habit of making these into relative links. I'm going to save that change, and then down here is I'm going to save the setting that I just changed.
Okay.
And then I'm going to exit the visual builder. And then now this is clickable. You can tell that when I hit recent sermons, it goes to that page.
Okay. So now I can go in and delete the.
Yeah, remove. Well, I'll show you how to do that too, using the visual page builder. So I just re-enabled the visual page builder. Normally you'll just keep it on. You won't go back and forth. I just wanted to show you that it was doing what we wanted it to do. Okay, so here's the settings for your blog module. The module settings are always gray. The row settings are green, and the section settings are blue or purple. Okay, so down here in the module settings, you can see this is the blog module. And show pagination, I'm going to say no. And now look, it's gone. So I'll let you practice over here with doing the exact same stuff that I just did.
Hold on though. It still has do not worry. So I need to take that one off too.
No, leave it there. Okay, so so you bring up a good question. Why just display one?
Well, and I was only going to display one, but now there's not a way for them to see that there's more. And if we're going to use the recent sermon as the connection, which I think I'd rather have. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. You tell me what you think is.
Yeah, okay. So say you still, okay, so say this isn't obvious enough that clicking on this. And instead of calling it recent sermons, you could call it, well, if you want to make it more obvious, you can add another module. You can add a button module. So to add a module, you click on this little gray plus.
Uh-huh.
And then, whoa, that's weird.
It doesn't give you that option, does it?
It's only giving me full width modules. That's wrong.
You're welcome. I'm your guinea pig. I'm your guinea pig for the day.
Well, this is a relatively new system, so it's going to have some bugs. Although we waited and we did tons of testing to make sure that it didn't.
Tim will tell you if I can mess anything up to make you have to work to find out an answer, I can do it.
Well, here I have it. Okay, let me add it here. Okay, so you could okay. All right, so I still have that sermons link. Okay, and then button text. Say something like that. And so now instead of going through the pagination, they still have a button that they can use to get to the sermons. You don't have any other buttons in play. I'm just trying to see if that's the right color. I don't think it is. I'm just gonna go light and then makes it white. Okay. Design, use custom button styles. So you kind of have this gray look going on. All right, so I did that by eye, but it's pretty close. Oh, they're really not close enough for my for my liking. Yeah, maybe it is. It's pretty close. Okay.
All right, so the question with the newsletter thing becomes, I don't have a separate sidebar URL for that. Like, it's not in my sidebar menu for the newsletter?
Yeah, right, but it's the same link as this. This is the link for it.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, so you'll be able to get it still. And you
Okay.
can put it in your sidebar using the category link. I think I showed you that the last time. If it was somebody else, I can show you it because it's useful skill. Now, going back to this question of, should you just show one?
Well, again, I was thinking on the fact that it was getting awfully crowded on that.
Yeah, I
And
would
so
do.
for my older folks who might be visiting it in their home computer, because we do have quite a few older folks that visit this that are not.
It doesn't take up a lot of space, though. You could just now it takes up less space.
Okay.
And post number 3. So that's not too bad. I feel like there's a rule in writing that I like to use with websites is never make a list of anything unless there's at least 3 things in the list.
Okay.
I try to keep to that. So do 1 or 3, not 2. 2 is usually not the right one. Now your newsletters, so an interesting thing about this is your newsletters, it might not be as useful to go back 3 months because you're just doing 1 a month, right?
Right.
I do it anyway. I'd make it match. I'd do it just to match. The stronger the grid you have, the easier it'll be for people to dissect the information on your site. Okay, I'll save this and I'll let you play around with it. Hey, we just got a whole bunch of new graphics. I don't know if I told you. Were you here last week? I'm trying to remember who was here last week.
I was the only one here.
Okay.
Although I think
so. I told you there'd be new graphics inbound, and they're all up pretty much.
Yay.
There's a lot of stuff that you can choose from.
And you have to do each one of those individually, right? I have to download each one of those individually.
Yeah. Okay. Find the one that you need. And so we have them sized. 4K is like if you wanted to take up the whole screen and you wanted to show good on like high resolution displays. Okay. Most churches won't have a need for that, but it's nice to have the option. So full size background, you just wanted one of those smaller banners, just use this banner size.
Okay. The others been down. PowerPoint.
Yeah, 4K. Yeah, you can use them for your PowerPoints at church too. Especially they're all done in 16:9, which is also known as widescreen. A lot of churches still use 3:4. You can always just crop off the edges if you're using 3:4, or you could just switch to 16:9 if your projector handles it. I want to show you a better way to do these too, actually, while we're at it.
Yeah, that took me forever. I didn't realize I could just put words over it. I actually went in.
Yeah, there is a way to do that. Yeah, and it's okay because there's so many modules. Like which one, should I use to do all this stuff? Which one should you use to do all this stuff?
Like if we're making that a link thing with words, you said there was like a text overlay.
Yeah. Well, we do a text overlay here.
Which is what I think I did above on the different ministry
Yeah,
thing.
there is a way to do a text overlay now. Oh.
Well, I had figured that
There's
out
a
at
way
one
to
point.
do it in the blog module, but that's not going to be helpful for this. Let me see if I can figure it out. Well, I guess I should rule out the... Yeah, it would need to be a slide. I think it's going to have to be a slide. Let me just rule out that the new image module doesn't do it. It doesn't. I don't think. I know it says all this text stuff, but that doesn't do an overlay. It will do... it will do this effect, which is kind of cool. Okay, hold on. Slide might be overkill. I'll show you how to do it just using a... These are all in one row. You have one row, two columns. That won't display correctly. There are three. I'm trying to decide which of the three different ways I want to do it. Maybe I will use the slide. It'll work. Okay, so not the post slider, just the normal slider.
Should we say something like listen to sermons instead of recent sermons? What's the best way to word that?
Well, there is audio in them, right?
Yeah, I mean they're the sermons.
Your audio is not showing either. I should fix that. We'll fix that. Okay. Okay, so you've already been playing around with some of these.
Yep.
And they're probably... And then I just realized what you lose. You lose that linking ability unless you wanted to add a button. Could just do it like this.
You said the 4K background is the best one to use on these?
No. For these small ones, you just want to use the normal banner one.
Okay, like not the full size, but not full size background, but banner.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Since we added that arrow, let's not worry about the. The button. I added that little gray overlay just to make the text pop out more.
Okay.
So you can kind of see how I did that here. And then this wasn't doing what I expected. Show content. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at one of these. You can format this to make it more to how you'd like it.
So just hit the settings and then just increase the font?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you could increase the font. You could change the margins.
Okay.
All right, let me, there's also short keys. Control S saves when you're working in this, which is kind of handy. Control E exits it. Those are the two that I use the most. Okay, so I'm interested into why these aren't showing the play bar. So there's something about these.
Yeah, they did. They do once you link to them.
They should show the play bar here. So I'm going to try to see what's going on with the post. I think it's maybe because it's not the first thing. I don't know why that would matter. Let's see. I wouldn't put the dates. Okay, so you do need to put the dates in because if you aren't creating the posts on the same day, it would be confusing as to which one.
Well, and if somebody missed church one week but not another and they want to hear the week they missed.
Is it here maybe? Are they hiding? No. Wow, that was working before. Since we updated, it's not working the same way. Oh man, let me check my demo sites and see if it messed them up too. The change was a really big change. There were a lot of things that were added. It did. It did mess my demo sites up as well. All right. How do we get it back? Let's try something.
I was gonna say, does it need to be clicked over on the audio format now?
Yeah, maybe they've figured out that the audio format matters now. I'll change your format back to the way you had it too.
Okay.
I would put date aired. That's what you would say if it was TV. You probably wouldn't say that for sermons. Something to let people know that the date isn't that they can separate that from the post date.
That's why I took off the post date. It doesn't have the post date. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, because now it doesn't look like the same as all the other ones. So
that's useless. Okay, Lisa's leaving us. She's going to her meeting.
sorry, I didn't mean to take you away from somebody else.
Oh, no. Lisa's observing us because she might be doing this someday.
Oh, okay.
She's our church relations person. But she works for the Iowa Annual Conference of the United Methodist Church, so she's often not available. We called it an audio. Usually when you do that, it puts a player in.
Yeah, and it had it in there.
All right, I'm going to. Let's see, which one of these was that? This one. So it's going to enter it the same way. I choose to do add media. For some reason, it doesn't like. I'm going to take that out for just a second and just make sure. Let me also make sure that there's no more. I should turn this into a player, but it's not. It's treating it like some weird link. It's not showing the player. All right, one more thing I could try. Let's strip all this off. There's two more things. Show me a player. It is not. It's not cooperating. I may have to get back with you on this one.
Okay.
Listen. Hey, I figured it out. Woo! Okay. All right. So you just want the link. So when you hit add media, it puts a what's called a short code around it. I'll show you what it looks like. The short code is this audio MP3. Just take that off so that it's just the link. Like that.
Should undo what you just did, the end of that right there.
Yeah, there's just a
All right, so you're taking out the brackets.
You just want this
all
piece.
the bracket stuff, right?
Yeah, and the quotation stuff. And keep it on standard. I don't know why it's. Okay, let me put your date back in there. Say, just let you just see what you think that looks like. There you go. What do you think about that?
All right. So do we need that listen now, or what? That's now a link, right?
This one, no, I unlinked it.
Okay.
It's just a fancy heading that you can
Okay.
use. I like it. I like that you have a heading. I like that size. I think that's a decent size.
So now I need to do something different for my newsletter. I was having a hard time thinking of a graphic for the newsletter. So
I bet there's something in here. Oh, I don't have those. We stopped doing that size that you used. So you'll have to, do you have any kind of video editing software you can use to?
I mean, I have photo cropping things like infra and all those kind of things.
Yeah, try to crop it to the same size.
Yeah, the problem is I don't know what that is.
Yeah, so if you hover over the file on your computer, an image file on your computer, that's the easiest way to find out the size.
Okay.
So I'm hovering over this. Don't make me a liar.
Uh-huh.
Okay, there it goes. It's
Yeah.
1920 by 1080. So yours is actually 19, that the image that's in play is 1920 by 683. You can also see it in WordPress too, by the way. Probably could have showed you that first. So if you're looking at your media, and you're looking at the images, it'll tell you what size they are.
Gotcha.
Of course, you have some different ones in play. I think we're using, yeah, 1920 by 638. And you can resize images in, inside of WordPress. It has its own image editor. It's not super fancy, but if you just hit edit image, and then you hit, well, you can scale it.
Okay.
Although you'll probably want to crop it.
Doesn't look like it's letting me do that though.
Yeah, why isn't it? Why is crop turned off? Oh, because it was, well. Oh, image crop. Well, why can't you just do it? Oh, there it is. Okay, so I just selected a portion of it, and then you can get these to match up.
Okay.
So you need to start, if you want to match the 1920, you need to start with an image that's at least 1920.
Okay.
That's the one thing. It won't size an image bigger for you. You need like your photo editing software to do that.
Okay.
Okay. I feel like I don't even know how to use my own software today. But that's a decent section. And look, it all fits on one screen. So my screen is gigantic. Let me put it on my smaller screen. Yep. And that's good. If you have one section and it still fits on one screen, I think that that's the way to go. I think that's how you know it would be too big if they have to scroll within a section to get all the stuff.
Now, is it going to still fit if I go in and add that media bar?
Oh, it'll not fit as well. But you can adjust things to help it. You can adjust the size of these headings and make them smaller.
Okay.
You could use an even smaller version of these if you wanted to.
So for newsletter, I need to find something that's.
Or you can make this all sermon. You can make this button. You could get rid of this button and put it up here in this slide.
Okay.
Lots of choices.
Okay.
And I'll let you do this one to match. That'll be good practice for
Uh-huh.
you. What other questions did you have?
Nothing. I was just trying to see how the front view thing worked and all that. So
I don't know why this is doing
the
this.
visual editor.
This is something else that's changed that I need to look into. Probably want to change your. Oh, you want to know how to do this? How to edit your footer?
I think when you showed me that last time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just find the footer page. You when you turn the visual editor on your home page, it hides your footer because that's a separate page and it messes things up if you can see both. But if you're just viewing your footer page, and I'll give you a pro tip, it's called footer. So I can just type in footer with the link. And so now amazingly, you see two footers. Oh, it's so weird that this is dark here and light there. Why is that? Something's overriding that color. Let's see if I can figure out from using the visual editor. So it hides the footer on the bottom so that you just see the one that we're working on. Let me look at the section color. That's a better color. Something is set differently. None of these. Okay.
But it's not showing that when we're just looking at the website, it wasn't showing that way.
Yeah, it's showing it a lighter color. I don't mind the lighter color either, but this text would need to change.
It's only showing it.
Huh. This site-wide footer. Okay, I know what's changing it.
Fix it, fix it.
I wonder if it's happening on more of our. Yep, here it is. I kind of like the light color though.
Yeah, it's always showing up nicely, but
Okay, well, let's cancel and then we'll make the change in the other place. At least we know where to do it. Load. Okay. No, why did I do that? It's not really part of the location. No, it's not. It's somewhere else. I guess not. It's in here somewhere. Maybe it's in the pin. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Website stuff. So I can teach you later.
I gotta go.
Not today.
Run away!
Yeah, she just ran. The youngest person on staff just ran out of the room when I started talking about website. What does that tell you?
Technical literacy is in a type of intelligence. Not everybody. Some
He
people
said-
can learn it. I was just saying that not all young people have to be great at technology. That's all I was
There you
saying. Okay, there you go. Aha!
Okay, that looks better.
Now I can fix it on the Aboundant homepage because it's wrong there too since we did the update.
I'm pretty glad that I'm helping you today.
It is good. It is good for that reason. Yeah. So some companies, they view customer support as a burden. And it really shouldn't be viewed that way. It should be viewed as an opportunity to improve your product. So that's that's kind of the way that we look at it. Of course, it's just me and Lisa doing the support because we're still a small company. But
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, if you've got time, I'm gonna
I
ask
do. I have 7 minutes.
7 minutes. When I get ready to take our old website and put it onto here, this is where I mean, I'm totally illiterate on all this anyway, but
Yeah.
here I am, the most literate person around right now. So what am I going to do to get this active, like to take that one down and to put this one up?
Yeah. So you mainly just need to change the domain. And we have a support document for that that'll walk you through it.
So on the Aboundant support.
Yeah, it's actually the most recent because we've had to update it recently. So it's the most recent support document.
Okay.
And there's an example. So like if you use GoDaddy, this is what it'll look like.
Okay.
And the number is the same. It's 104.1. The technical speak is you need an A record that points to this number. So your A record currently points to your existing site, and you'll need to change it. Okay, so who do you currently have your website with?
It's through Ezekiel.
And does Ezekiel, did they also provide your domain and your email as well?
No, that is through Bell South, Yahoo, whatever it's called now.
Okay, Yahoo
Bell
domains.
South.
Okay. Yeah. All right, then you'll be fine. If you had to wrangle the domain away from Ezekiel, that would be a different story.
I don't think
And
so.
they would do it, but
I'm pretty sure it's not through them.
okay.
Pretty
Excellent.
sure it's Bell South. So I'm gonna have to go to Bell South to find that.
Yeah,
My person who did the website before with Ezekiel should have that information though, right?
that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah. No, and then it'll take a while it has to propagate around the world. Sometimes that's as little as 30 minutes. Sometimes it's as much as 2 days. So it's not an instantaneous switchover, but people will either get your old site or your new site until it propagates. So it's not like you'll be down. And then the other piece of advice is that your site will be cached at its old address still. And that confuses things. And so sometimes you have to clear your cache to see the site after the domain has been switched. We will clear the server side cache. As part of these instructions, you have to contact us. So when you do that, we will, because we have to do one change on our side that you can't do.
Okay.
And we'll clear the server side cache, and that'll help finalize the change.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
Thank you.
Come back again if you need more help.
I'll keep bugging you until it's all done.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Will.
Bye.
Bye.